What's going on, people? Welcome to Real Reds Talk. This is your transfer special, mixed with a little bit of fun towards the end. Next priority in the transfer window. Maybe a surprise move for a Todibo if Harry Maguire was to move on. We'll talk about that. Sancho resurgence, looking fit, proper in pre-season, ready to take on this season in whatever position is presented to him. King of the Hill, guess the transfer, and a little Premier League quiz. Yes, that's right. Premier League quiz towards the end as well. So make sure you get involved in the comment section, leave a like on the video, and subscribe to the channel. We've got Dan, Sam, and Chive alongside us. We all good? Yes, thumbs up.
All good.
Yeah, fantastic. And we'll just kick things off with Amrabat, basically. Get involved in the comments, get your opinions in, and we'll read them out very, very shortly. Doesn't seem like Manchester United are quite done with the transfer market just yet. Sofyan Amrabat is a priority for United. He'd love to join the club. Apparently, personal terms have already been agreed. We've discussed him a few times, but his variables kind of depending on this transfer. Donny van de Beek needs to leave on loan, whereas Romano said there's an 80 to 90% chance for him to leave. But on the same thing, I've just seen a tweet come out that he's not going to Sociedad now, apparently. So God knows what's happening with that situation. Dan, just quickly, we'll chat about Amrabat in a second. But in your mind, on Donny, is he done at United for you?
He was done before pre-season, but now like he has shown like so many qualities of his still working out. But I think I don't think we can still keep him. It's already like 70 to 80% is still looking out for regular football, which he will not get in United shirt, to be honest. But I'm like, it's like if he stays also, I have no problem because we have another. He acts as another backup in on the bench, a good player on the bench. But yeah, at his age, and he has already like wasted a couple of years of his prime years of his career. So I think personally for him, he needs a regular football. And but at the same time, at United, I don't think we may be able to get more than 10-15 million for him at this moment because he has not played for long and doesn't have anything to showcase for that price tag. But yeah, if he stays, then also good. If he leaves, then also good. I'm fine with either of that.
Yeah, he needs game time regardless, in it, whichever kind of avenue you want to go down. Chive, I know you were slightly pushing the Donny thing a while back now. I wouldn't say more recently. Where do you stand with him at the minute? And with Amrabat, where do you see him slotting in this season? What would you expect from him if he was to sign for Manchester United?
Well, with Donny, based on what we've seen in pre-season, I wouldn't say, if it was up to me personally, I wouldn't say he's done because he's not playing that role where Erik ten Hag was like pushing him up the pitch where he was almost like a second striker. He's deeper now. I was literally just watching the game, like the Dortmund game just now.
Yeah. And
we kept the ball in the first half. Like we literally with him and I think Eriksen and McTominay played the first half. And yeah, he was tidy with the ball. He kept the ball. He looks sharp. He doesn't look lethargic. He looks like he's playing for something now. Whether he's playing for a move, whether he's playing to get a place in the team, I don't know. But he's playing for something. There's some purpose in his game now. So I kind of like the way he looks. But I do understand the position that we're in, where we're trying to refresh that midfield. Maybe it's best for both parties if he moves on. But me personally, I wouldn't move Donny on first. I mean, maybe Fred or McTominay would be first to go on my list before Donny.
Okay.
And then if we're going to bring in someone like Amrabat, which seems to be, what we're going to do, then I'll be more than happy with that. But I wouldn't be too quick to just get rid because we're seeing a resurgence in Sancho now. I mean, if we've learned anything with Erik ten Hag, it means what we've learned is that players can actually come back from, we've talked about it 1,000 times, how Wan-Bissaka's back, Rashford's back. We've seen improvement in certain players. So why not? If it was up to me, I'd have a list of priorities and McTominay and Fred would be first to go before I'm even thinking about Donny van de Beek. But maybe we see him as an asset that we can make money on. So it's possibly that's why we're trying to get him out the door. And your second question was about Amrabat. We've spoken about him a few times.
Yeah.
I would love to see him come in because I've said this before here. That Casemiro, Mount, and Bruno midfield does not fill me with joy at all. Like, it's too imbalanced in my opinion, and I'm more than happy to be wrong. But it doesn't fill me in with any confidence at all. If I was Casemiro, I'd be tired just looking at that line. I mean, if I have to play with Bruno and Mount, because none of those guys are keeping the ball. They lose it constantly. They lose it not because they're not able to do it, but because they're always trying things. They're always, trying to take on a player, make a through pass. It's not like possession style.
Not great for retention, is it? That's the issue.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, so I'd be tired if I was Casemiro because I know that I'm going to have to be running around. I like the sound of Casemiro, Amrabat, and Bruno or Mount. That's a bit more rigid. But for me, we're harder to beat with Amrabat in that team. And it's only pre-season. But Mount has been a little bit underwhelming, in my opinion. Just a bit. But I'm not writing him off just yet. But I'd love to have someone like that to come in and, just an extra anchor in that midfield, kind of like a shield. And he can play up front. Well, not up front, but he's just as good in the offensive positions as he is in the defensive positions, Amrabat. So yeah, I'd be very happy to have him over.
This midfield, Sam, is like, let's imagine it like a Jenga block. Yeah, what kind of things are you removing from this Jenga block? What's the priority list in terms of midfield, and how do you want to see it shaping up going into the season?
For me personally, I'd get rid of McTominay because I just don't think he offers enough in any area. Like, he's decent in most areas, but he doesn't offer high quality in any area. Like, Bruno offers high quality in chance creation. Like, I think he rated the most chances of anybody last season. We just didn't have a striker to finish it. I think he outdid Kevin De Bruyne in that. So he offers quality in that. Casemiro is a high quality defensive midfielder in terms of like tackles, breaking up play, deep possession, all that kind of stuff. He offers that. McTominay doesn't do either of those particularly highly well. He's all right, like fine, but like he's not particularly fantastic. He doesn't stand out any of them. Whereas Fred can stand out when he does, like, he breaks up play. He's a nuisance. He's energy. He has got a pass on him as well, Fred. When he wants to, he can pass the ball. It's just he's erratic with it at times. He's just not consistent. So McTominay would be the first one on my list to go, because I just don't think he offers enough for United quality-wise. I think he's a good player, and he could offer something like a West Ham, an Aston Villa, those kind of teams. I think he could offer a lot to them. I just don't think he's United quality, so he would be the first one on my list to go. Then it'd probably be Donny. Donny be the next one, because I just think the league is a bit too physically intense for him, and I just don't think his body can handle up to it, and I just don't think he's got the fight in him to deal with it. Like Chivy said, I'm happy to be proved wrong. I really am. And I hope he does. I hope he comes back for the dead like Wan-Bissaka and he absolutely shuts my mouth and he's like the next best midfielder we've got and just absolutely destroys it in the league next season. But I don't see it. So they'd be the first two I'd get out the door. I think Fred's got more to offer as a squad player than those two. But I think Amrabat has to come in because Amrabat is the next step up. He's like Fred, but with the inconsistency ironed out. He offers everything Fred does, but at a better level and more consistently. And I think that's, if you can bring Amrabat in, then you can let Fred go. And you've got somebody like Kobe Mainoo, who's ready to step into that spot of the Scott McTominay. So obviously it depends on his injury situation. I know he's flown back to Manchester, so he could be out longer than what's been suspected, or he could be out shorter. We don't know yet. But I think Kobe Mainoo and Amrabat, with Mount, Casemiro, Eriksen, Bruno, I think that's I like that midfield. I think there's enough there to get through the season. I think we'll quality there if we could sell McTominay and Fred and possibly loan Donny, because I don't think anybody buys him, but that's where I would go.
I'm just going to read out a couple of the comments. Aaron Gregory saying, get rid of the big boy. On cue, as always. Brian saying, I can see him staying. Who's going to buy him after what he's shown in the last 2 years? Wow. Aaron saying, I was watching the highlights at 5:30 this morning. Took me 5 minutes to realise it was someone actually playing Pro Evo. Shah Sam saying, you already know my thoughts on Donny. Brian saying, Fred, McTominay and Donny all need to go. But realistically, can't see Ten Hag getting rid of all of them and decimating to decimate our depth. And then we got Chan Nguyen saying we need a centre back as well. Well, we're going to discuss that. It's going to be the perfect kind of segue there. They're saying the next kind of 3 priorities are a goalkeeper, like a second choice goalkeeper, a centre back if Maguire leaves, and then a central midfielder in Amrabat, who was just discussing to there. One of the names that's been kind of popped up is Todibo, because obviously with Disasi going to Chelsea, you had Kim Min-jae going to Bayern Munich. It looks like we're kind of turning our attention to him if Harry Maguire leaves. And then we had another report that West Ham are considering making a second offer for Harry Maguire. That was coming out this morning, I think it was. Again, I know we spoke a little bit off camera, but have you seen much of Todibo? Is it a big priority for you, this centre back? Would you be happy to move Maguire on, or are you not too fussed about it?
What are you asking? Sorry.
Chivy.
Yeah. Sorry.
Do you want to ask again?
All right. Yeah. Like I said off camera, when I heard about him, when there was a hype about him, was about maybe when he was about 19, and that was like 3-4 years ago, I think.
Yeah.
And that's when he was like the flavor of the month at the time, and he was kind of like supposed to be like the next Varane. I know he has injury issues, and I know it's taken him a while to kind of come back to a certain level. I haven't seen that much of him to be convincing. I like the sound of it, and I like the idea behind it. But if he's injury prone, then I'm not 100% sure. There's a lot more promising young centre backs coming out in Europe. There's particularly a guy in Benfica, I think it's called Antonio Silva. Yeah. And when I first heard of that Silva guy, they said Bruno had recommended him to. Was it Ragnick at the time or someone? But he's an up and coming centre back. So I'd like to look at more promising centre backs like that, than Todibo. Todibo doesn't even seem to be on the France radar for centre backs. He's been usurped by Upamecano, Konate, Sunde, Devol. With the whole list of them. So I don't know, but yeah, I mean, if Maguire goes, we definitely need cover. I mean, he fits the profile for cover, so he's not one of them ones that would have to always play. Yeah, he can come and do a job. He won't be pushing for it. He knows his position. He knows his level. So I think it won't be too bad if he comes in. And I think that's. But I don't know too much of him. If any of you guys have seen him recently,
no. It's the French league, isn't it? Like, let's be honest. If you're watching the French league every single week and scouting in, fair play to you, but the French league is one of the worst ones in terms of like performances and stuff. So I'm not really a fan of it. I watch a bit of Serie A, watch a bit of La Liga. I don't mind that, and Bundesliga sometimes when the highlights are on. But fucking League One.
I like when people claim with like. Do you remember when we were linked with what was the Belgian goalkeeper that we were linked with?
Who Brighton signed.
Yeah. I can't remember his name, but anyway, like people going, "Oh, you don't even know ball knowledge. You don't know how good this was." It's like, I don't watch the Belgian league, mate. I don't fucking have time to watch the Belgian league. Like, what do you want me to do? Like, you know what I mean?
I do it.
Enzo Lefebvre or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, he was like, everyone was, seemed to be
you watch one video. There's these guys who are scouting videos, so I respect it because I know how much work goes into it. Believe me, there is a lot of work, and so the fair play to them. But then everyone watches it, and all of a sudden it's like the next world class.
They're experts on it, and you're just like Bart Verbruggen, that was the guy.
Yes. A couple of comments I just want to read out. SW says, "I think we make a late move for Kane." I don't know. At this point,
so.
I have no idea what's going to happen. I genuinely don't know what's going to happen this transfer window. Robert Nisai says, after all this nonsense about Amrabat, they'll not sign. Well, I think the Italian journalists have been pushing it a little bit more, similar to how the Portuguese journalists do this as well. Whenever there's a transfer, they seem to push it like it's almost done, one more step, and it's like, and then Romano or Ornstein comes out, simmers it down a little bit.
That Padula's been spot on so far this summer.
He has, but he's been hit and miss as well.
Because he got Rasmus. He got Rasmus Højlund, right, and he got what was the other one? Onana, right. He got both of them spot on. Like, he got it way before anybody else got it, and he was right.
I disagree. I don't think he did. I think he's been jumping on the train a lot, with a lot of the stuff. Me personally, Sorry, Alfredo, if you're coming on, but I do because I feel like anytime it gets announced when Romano, and then you'll see after it. Just, honestly, monitor the tweets. You'll see him after it, one step away, and he'll have like bomb emojis, and it's just about to happen, and blah blah blah, and it's like I don't know.
Maybe it's the way you're receiving it, because for me it's the other way around. So I've been getting his tweets before these other guys.
Well, he put a tweet out saying United have already bid for Amrabat.
Yeah, he did.
We put a bid in. So,
Yeah.
I've not heard any about that from Romano or on Steve.
This is what I'm not saying I believe him, but this is what I was trying to say to you, I think, when we're in the chat, that he can afford to take risks. So even if we've made the bid, Romano,
he ain't gonna say it. He ain't gonna say it.
They would rather wait until it's in a more advanced stage before, just to protect their credibility. But he can afford to take risks because he's not on that level just yet. So I think that's what it is. And I think with him being Italian, like it's different with Ornstein or Romano that's been reporting in England. Like they don't really care. Like
no, but Romano is Italian.
Yeah, but he's been reporting in England for quite some time now, so he's kind of like accustomed, if that makes any sense. But I'm not saying I believe him. I'm just saying, for me, I've been getting his updates more, and he reports on other teams like Fenerbahce. There's a few other teams he's reported on that have been spot on. So I don't know, but all these things is just like,
Jordan in the chat is spot on as well. Like James from Muppeteers has been very good news wise. Yeah, every time he's come on and said something to us, it's come true.
Yeah, he mentioned the thing about Rasmus, didn't he, about only signing up to that agency for 3 months, just specifically, and then came out the other day.
Yeah,
like, he is bang on.
He's been on the channel a couple of times, Jordan, and has been like spot on every time he's been on. So yeah, I do trust his information. Like wherever he's getting it, he does seem to be correct.
I was buzzing for him as well. I was in the Tanag press conference the other day.
Yeah.
Oh, his question was spot on.
Yeah. He's good.
You know what's funny about that? Sorry if I just... What's funny about that was like the first question they asked in the press conference was like, and I get this, I don't understand journalists sometimes, like you have an opportunity to ask a question. You probably just have one question to ask. And you're asking him like, oh, how are you? How are the boys? Like,
do you know
no, but seriously, is Ten Hag going to say, oh, well, it's horrible, I hate the toe? Like, ask him something that people want,
Chivy, do you know what I mean? Do you know when like journalists get the opportunity, instead of like asking about a tactical tweak or something like, they go, "Oh, what do you think on Harry Kane?" He's not going to answer it. He's not going to tell you shit. Like, why are you wasting a question?
The name.
And then James comes in with his question, and I was just like, finally, a football question.
Yeah.
And it was when he was talking, and I was like, that sounds like the Muppeteers guy.
Yeah.
I didn't even know it was him, but it was like a really, really good question. Yeah, he's been spot on.
Going down.
Like every manager in the world, if you ask them about any other player who is still not come to the club, they will say only thing, I don't want to talk about the player who is from different club. And until yesterday, when Here We Go was done, still I think one of the United players was asked, and still he said like, I don't want to talk about a player who is from different clubs. So like journalists, why they waste their questions? I don't get it. Like they literally get a chance to, get fame for themselves. Like if they ask some question and they get an answer, that's their, social network building upon that particular question, and still they, fail to ask the questions that can really help them as well to grow as a journalist.
Do you know who's the fucking worst at that as well? Neil. I know he's called Neil Custis before someone corrects me. Neil Custard, mate. He is the worst guy at asking questions in a fucking, honestly.
He works for the Sun. What do you expect?
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. Like, look at it. Is there any dodgy questions or anything he's trying to pull out? If they're asking about Greenwood or something, it's always Neil Custis. I can guarantee it every single time. So, yeah, I don't know how we spiraled off into a journo tangent there.
My fault.
Just a last couple of questions on Maguire. I imagine you've all watched the game, right? What did you make of his performance? I don't know if you guys heard booing. I feel like I heard booing in the stadium.
I heard that there was reports of it, and I know Jay Motti and Steve Howson said there was, and they were in the stadium. Yeah,
I was saying to Kayla at the time, I was like, "Are they booing?" She's like, "I can't hear anything." And I was like, "I fucking swear I can hear it."
I saw Jay Motti was tweeting saying, "Look, I get it with Maguire, like he's not had a great time, blah blah blah, but like don't boo your own players. Like
it's a joke. Absolute joke.
Not worth booing your own players." He said, And like I think Steve Housen said the same. He's like, look, I want him gone. I think he should move on from the club, but don't boo him. Like there's no point.
What are you going to achieve from it?
It seems to be a pre-season and an England thing, doesn't it? Because last pre-season he got booed quite a lot in Australia and Thailand, and then when he went on England duty and he played at was it Wembley or Old Trafford? He played at one of the two. And they booed him there as well when he played for England.
Yeah,
it's a fucking weird thing. It's weird, man. Because Old Trafford doesn't boo him. Like you never hear Old Trafford, they don't boo him. But anywhere else he goes, he seems to get like it's weird.
I don't get the the logic behind booing your own players. Like even though if he's playing the worst game of his life, if you are booing, if you are
going to play worse,
still he will play even worse. And that's like you are causing scoring an own goal on your own side. Even if I have played so many games in sports, I have in my locality I have captained many games. Whenever I see a player or a player who is not playing well, I never discourage them. Like it's a simple plain logic. Like if you are shouting at him or you are you are discouraging him, then definitely he's not going to play better than what he is playing now. So instead you can encourage him and you will get a better result than what he is giving. But booing your own players, I'm not like getting the logic behind that.
Dan, it'd be like me and you in a room, right? And there's a grizzly bear that walks in, and you've got a couple of bullets left in the gun, and you're trying to shoot it. You missed the first one, so what I do is I grab an air horn, put it in your ear, and like fucking shoot him. That's literally what it's like. You're not going to hit him, are you? You're more likely play better under composure.
Do you know what's worse as well? Is like when they boo young players. I cannot abide when you boo young players. Like people who are just like, oh, he's fucking shit. He's 17, man. Give him a fucking chance. Like he's not even an adult or a man yet. Like give him the guy the opportunity to fucking develop and play his game and get support behind him. Like it's so the amount of takes I see on like Twitter and people saying, oh, Garnacho, he's just all flash. He's all this. It's like the kid's 19. Give the guy an opportunity for the love of Christ, man.
Pressure, innit? We've just had a new member, by the way. Tim1999 has become a Real Red Ultra. So I did mention, I think yesterday, I said if anyone wants to join at that point, we'll do 2 videos this week. So I'll drop 2 videos this week just as a thank you. Thank you very much, Tim. You absolute legend. I hope you enjoyed the content and all the kind of perks that come with it, the little capybaras and the nicks.
He's got it in the chat already. He's got the capybara in the chat already.
Of course he has. Love it. Welcome to the club. And if anybody else wants to join, please do click the join button next to the notification bell. Just a last one on Jadon Sancho. How are we feeling about Sancho, lads? Ten Hag mentioned after the game, said in this moment, he's very good vibe, decides how he is, how his mood and vibe is. I hope and expect he has a lot of energy. We have all seen that from the moment he came back. He wants to enjoy football and be successful. Cheve, are you optimistic for Jadon Sancho this season?
Yeah, his game has kind of like matured. I know it's only pre-season, but he looks a lot more responsible with the ball now. And he's kind of like taking ownership in that midfield, the attacking role that he has now. And yeah, I'm happy. I can't complain about his performance this season, especially with players. When players are played out of position, I like to see them try. When Rooney has been played in all sorts of positions, and every time you saw he played, he gave everything to that role. And I'm beginning to see that with Jadon Sancho. Hopefully, we can start Rasmus Højlund, and maybe if Martial comes back with some juju, he can play.
I hope so.
Yeah, he can play in the centre, because I don't want to see Jadon Sancho starting in a false 9 position for us. But
in the Premier League as well.
In the Premier League, yeah. I don't want to see that. But I like the central role that he's playing. If he can get some kind of free role that allows him to play centrally and not on the wing, I'd love that. But just taking all that away, I just like the attitude that he has this season, in pre-season. If I can take anything from that, it's the attitude, it's the determination that I'm seeing. That's what I like from his position, from his performances so far. So if he can take this same sort of mentality into the season, I'll be happy, because anything that he takes from this now will be better than what we got last season. And last season, even though he was a bit underwhelming, he still scored some important goals for us and had some important performances. So yeah, I'm pleased.
Absolutely. We are going to dive into guest of transfer, King of the Hill, a little Premier League quiz as well. So there's 19 of you in the chat. Stick around for that. We're going to dive into that very, very shortly and leave a like on the video for us. Maguire needs to take a leaf out of Sancho's book, doesn't he, Dan? Look at the increasing pace. I don't know where it's come from. I never thought it was even possible, but he seems to have got faster, doesn't he, Sancho? It's strange.
Yeah. Like the speed looks like totally different when he scored the goals in the last preseason game, and that was like we have never seen from Sancho on that pace part, because we have been criticizing him for last 1 year for his lack of pace, because as a winger in Premier League, you want your wingers to have your wingers should be the fastest in your team. But it was not so true in case of Sancho. But it seems now he has been achieving that quite well. Like he has been trained and been guided pretty well by Ten Hag. All kudos goes to Ten Hag as well for dealing with Sancho in a real good way. But from my side, I'm still not confident, because you see in preseason he has been hit in a position where we don't have that position in the team. He has been playing false nine, and we don't play with that position. If we have to fit Sancho in the team, we have to change the formation. If you would have done this, this good performances starting on the wing side, I would have been really happy. But now, as a false nine, I think it will only create a confusion in deciding the formation. But coming on from the bench, it would be a really good option for us. So I don't foresee him to be starting more games as things stands, because now you have like United are. The team is now settled with that 4-3-3 formation. So I don't see Sancho's fitting in that formation. But from coming out from the bench would be a really good. Now we have if we get Amrabat, then we have Sancho coming out from bench. Amrabat, you have, if Donny stays, he would be a good addition to the team. And Eriksen also will be on the bench. So we have a bench of a totally different level as compared to last season. So that's also a plus. Also a good sign of a great team. You see City and their bench totally unmatchable. So they have two starting 11 in their team. So now I can see we are also forming that same formation of having players coming on from the bench who can be a regular starter for teams, for clubs who are down than 4th or 5th positions. So, and all the players from your bench, if they can fit into those teams or clubs which are down than 4th and 5th, then definitely you have a better bench.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've seen him play a multitude of positions, haven't we, Sam? Left, right, 10, false 9. What is your favourite position for him, and where do you think he can flourish given the competition in certain areas?
Well, for Dortmund, he played the best on the right-hand side, didn't he? I know he played 50-50 left and right, I know he did.
Equally as good on both.
Yeah, exactly. But anytime he's played on the left, United, he hasn't looked good. He hasn't looked like who I've seen him to be. But then when he's had moments when he's played on the right where he's looked really good, and I've liked what I've seen, and he's been able to affect a game in a more positive way. I think he's done well in the false 9 position, but I don't think that's something we should look at long term. I think we need to sort of focus on Højlund and
Can I ask you a quick question on that?
Yeah.
Just very quickly. Do you think, because given the striker situation, Martial might not be fit, Højlund needs time to bed in, do you think that's why he's trying in there? Or do you think he's genuinely thinks he's got something where he could play there?
No, I think he's got something. I think he's looking at options, because obviously last year we had 0 actual strikers available. Martial was never fit. Weghorst couldn't score. And Rashford did his best work off the left, scored most of his goals off the left, was more effective off the left, is where he prefers to play. Yeah. So I think Ten Hag is looking, because obviously I think his original idea was probably to get Harry Kane and then get a backup striker in. I think that must have been what his ideal situation was. Obviously that's not happened. So now I think he's looking for a bit more flexibility, because he's not going to be able to rely on Martial because of his injury record. Højlund is a lot of pressure to put on a kid for the first time in the league and be the leading number 9 for not just in the Premier League but for Manchester United at 19, 20. That's a lot So I don't think he's going to make him do that. And then Rashford's been a purple patch player. So I think he wants to get all these different options set up. So if something's not working, he can gravitate to that. If that's not working, he can gravitate to that. Whereas last season, it was Weghorst or hopefully Rashford scores. That was it, wasn't it? That's all we had. We had nothing else because there was nothing else to do. So I think he's getting a lot of options so he can then tweak and change things depending on the game, depending on the opponent, depending on the type of game we're in, etc. But it's like, just speaking on that, Sky Sports Premier League already starting the fucking Haaland-Højlund comparisons, by the way.
Yeah.
They've literally just tweeted Højlund versus Haaland before moving to the Premier League, and then appearances, goals and assists. And it's just like, it's already fucking started. I'm like, the season's not even started yet, and they're already fucking at it. And it's doing my head in. Literally doing my head in.
A legit comparison on that. Get Haaland's stats when he was at Mold under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and then compare it, or get his stats when he was at Salzburg. Then we can talk. Don't start getting ones from Dortmund when he's playing in the Champions League and he's already had more growth than Højlund. That's like, it's absolutely ridiculous. I'm going to read out a couple of comments and then we'll dive into the interactive stuff. I don't know what you want to pull up first, whether it's Guess the Transfer or King of the Hill.
If you want.
Just let me know.
Whichever one you want. Whichever one.
All right, cool. Well, we'll do Guess the Transfer first.
Okay.
I'll just read out a couple of comments while she's sorting that. So Brian's saying Sancho looks promising so far, looks better than last year. Hopefully he can bring that into the new season. Hani Ascari says, when will Højlund be official and could he take part in the rest of the pre-season game? I think he'll be available for either the Dublin game or the one against Lens at Old Trafford. He should be able to feature in that. So that's when we get a first kind of look at him. Aaron saying, who would win in a penalty shootout, Weghorst or Maguire? Maguire, 100%.
Maguire. He scored a great... His Euros penalty was fucking phenomenal. Very good penalty.
Maguire.
But, let's not forget, Weghorst scored 3 penalties.
Yeah, that's true.
Was it 3 penalties in the final?
Was it?
In
the final?
Yeah. No, he scored 3, yeah. He scored 2 penalties.
In the final of what?
Sorry, the semi-final, Argentina against Netherlands,
Yeah.
Did he score one in the Carabao Cup final as well?
Yes.
Weghorst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When he was playing with he was taking with the ball.
He kissed the ball, didn't he? He kissed the ball before he put it down.
Yeah.
In the Carabao Cup final?
Yeah.
We won the Carabao Cup final 2-0.
Which final was it? Was it semi-final?
Against Newcastle it was. The game was against Newcastle.
FA Cup semi-final against Brighton. That's the one. Yeah.
Right.
Apologies. My bad. Yeah,
because
he kissed the ball, didn't he, before he put it down? And
right. Yes.
The bad juju against the keeper.
Yeah.
That was the.
And Lindelof as well. Lindelof was fire, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The winning penalty, Iceman. So
that was the moment of
3-3, man.
What did you say? Sorry.
That was
3 for 3 that we know.
3 for 3, yes. Yeah. And Dan, what did you say? And then we'll move on to it.
I was saying that was Weghorst's best moment as United.
Yeah. When he looks back, that's his highlight reel. Just that kissing the ball. Fucking penalty. Right, let's do it then. What have we got up first, Sam?
Let's have a look. So we're doing Guess the Transfer first?
Yeah. Okay. Pull up any of them, it's fine. It doesn't have to be in order.
So it is Penalal, 8.5 million to Manchester United.
Here we go.
Dan's laughing like he knows what this transfer is.
Is either that or he's like, I don't have a clue what that fucking club is. I think.
That's why I'm not.
Yeah, that's what I think. Does anyone know it in the chat? Get your comments in. I'm not going to say.
Sounds like a painkiller. Penalty.
It does, yeah, it does.
It really does. You got a headache.
Take some penalty.
Do you know what, Nick? You look at the chat, because if I look at it, there might be an answer in, and then I can't.
Right,
so
okay, I can see the chat.
I'll hide the chat. I'll hide the chat.
Channel 8.5 to Man United.
Are they South American?
Sounds like.
Yes.
Okay.
Year?
I'm not saying the year.
You can't have the year, Dad.
I think I know this one.
Okay.
Is it, what's the blonde Uruguayan?
The blonde?
Uruguayan. What's his name? Come on. How can I forget his name?
Forlan?
Yeah, Forlan.
No.
We bought him from a Spanish team, didn't we? Forlan.
Get out. Get out.
Can I guess yet? Or are we waiting?
Yeah, anyone. Any of you, please do.
Palestri.
Yes, Facundo.
Get in.
All right.
Facundo Palestra.
Well,
8.5.
I guess Uruguay, correct?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
got
Uruguay
Uruguay.
was spot on. Yeah,
Well, I
yeah.
got-
That's why I was like, blonde. Like, has he been blonde before?
Ooh,
Palestra.
Forlan is blonde.
No, I know Forlan was, but when you said blonde
Oh, yeah,
Uruguay,
yeah,
obviously
yeah.
Palestra's from Uruguay, innit? So I was like, blonde? No, I don't think
We
so.
got him at the same time when we got Ahmad, right? The same.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We got Ahmad, Palestra, Donny, Cavani, I think, didn't we? In that summer transfer window.
Aaron's asking what footy shirt you've got on, Chivy.
Oh, Nigeria.
Nigeria, nice.
Representing.
Like it.
Always got nice kits, man.
Next one.
Next up. Let's go.
Manchester United, 5 million to Everton.
It should be Rooney.
Nope.
No, from United to Everton,
Yeah.
not
So
from
United
Everton.
sold him to Everton.
Gardner.
No,
Nope.
it's more than that. Gardner.
15. Ghana went for 15.
I think I've got a guess, but I'll give it a minute. And
Beverly, he came
Was it
from.
Philip?
Was it what?
that was my guess.
Yeah.
Philip
didn't it?
Neville. Philip
Really?
Neville. Yeah.
I mastered the step over. Do you remember when he did
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
What a guy. Yeah, the new member, Tim99, got that. Brian Casey said Gibson. Aaron Gregory said Tim Howard.
Yeah.
Tim Howard. Yeah, we've had a few players go to Everton, haven't we? To be fair.
Beverly, Howard.
Yeah, Donny went on their loan as well. Rooney, obviously, from there. There's been a few. Fellaini. Big Fellaini.
Yeah. Do you remember that rumor where we were linked with like Leighton Baines when Moyes was here? Like we were supposedly getting Leighton Baines for like ages.
Yeah.
Remember that?
He was
I
good
could
left
think.
back, Leighton Baines. I didn't mind him.
Adam loves him because he's from Sligo, isn't he? Like he absolutely loves him.
Coleman's from
Oh, is he
Sligo.
called Seamus Coleman? That's the one. All right, next one.
Seamus. Yeah.
From Manchester United, sold to Birmingham City for 7 million.
Who is it? Manchester United to Birmingham for 7 million.
I've got no idea about this one.
Is it
Not Nicky Butt. No.
Rafael or Fabio? One of them.
Who?
Rafael or Fabio? I think
Nope.
one of them went to QPR and the another one.
Yeah, one of them went to QPR, but it's not Raphael or Fabio. If you're struggling, I'll give you a clue. Vincent saying Steve Bruce. Nope. Brian Casey saying Makeda. Nope. SW has got it. So lads,
I've got no idea.
What's the clue?
No idea.
You were going to give us a clue, you said.
he's a goalkeeper.
Did we sold goalkeeper for that much amount?
I'm gonna stab in the dark and say Kushak.
Nope.
I don't know. No.
Was it Ron Carroll?
Nope. He's a very popular keeper now.
Oh, Foster.
Yes, Ben Foster. Ben Foster, 7 million. SW got that in the chat, so big up to SW. Shout out to you. Next up on the guest of transfer, who have we got?
Manchester United. Yeah, Manchester United sold to Sunderland for 4 million.
Yes. From Manchester United to Sunderland for £4 million.
West Brown?
No. Near that era, I think it was 2011. I'll give you 2011.
Oh
Never
shit!
had
I
Defoe.
know it is. Do you want to say it or do you want me to give him time?
Defoe
Go on.
never played for us, right?
It was what?
Defoe.
Defoe, no.
No.
Can I guess or should we wait?
One sec.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, go on.
Is it the world famous John O'Shea?
Yes, John O'Shea.
Come on!
But Wes Brown was a decent shout because obviously he went to, I think it was like
Well,
less.
when you said it was the same era as Wes Brown, I was like, okay,
Yeah.
I know it is though.
2011, I think it was. Quite a few people got that, to be fair. Wes Brown or Shazy.
Shazy.
We've got, in the chat, we've got Shazy, Aishay, Shay, and O'Shea.
Nice.
Many nicknames.
I like it.
Okay, let's go
Do you
through these
do
now.
you remember when he played in net and saved a shot against
Yeah, I do. I remember when he chipped Arsenal as well.
Yeah.
Legendary shit,
fucking
mate.
legends, John O'Shea.
Celebration for that goal was
Yeah.
Top level, mate.
Absolute baller. Right,
Bloody Shazy.
next one. From Sporting
What's it like?
Lisbon, £20 million to Manchester United.
How someone from Nani or Ronaldo?
Not Ronaldo. Nope.
I guess to end both.
You
of
just
them.
went straight in there, didn't you, Dan? Just
Yeah.
like get in with the obvious
As
one.
soon as the Portuguese thing comes up, Dan's on it, mate.
Dan's like, Ronaldo!
Yeah, Ronaldo. No, I think Ronaldo was 12 million, was it? Or maybe a little
Yeah.
bit more.
I think he might was it 14?
Ronaldo was 12 point something, 12.3, 12.4.
It's not Nane. People in the chat, it's not Ronaldo.
Is
It's
it
not.
Marco Rojo?
Yes.
Nice,
Marcus
Chivy.
Rojo. Very good, very good.
Absolute,
Not Dalot, no.
absolute mentalist that is, Marcus Rojo.
Yeah.
What
Mr.
he's
Fire
burnt.
Extinguisher.
Have you seen his? Chivy, have you seen
Burnt
his toast? He's burnt toast.
No.
Did you see it? So he
No.
put an Instagram photo of him and his missus relaxing in bed, saying, "Oh, like breakfast with toast," and his toast was like literally as black as a black hole. Like it was just completely ruined. And he's just like,
cremated,
"Lovely
wasn't it?
toast." I'm like, What the fuck?
Of course he has his toast like that. Like, it's just like, burn it.
out,
Put
of his,
butter on it and burn it.
out of his mind. Out of his fucking mind. Also, I just any excuse to tell the story. When Pogba got that documentary getting made about him, he rang his agent and said, "What are the chances in Netflix? Why are they not making a documentary about me?"
Yeah, what a guy. I think they
Not
should.
lying.
A little
Yeah.
4-part series of just him called.
I'm not lying. I'm not lying. Like, he's out of his fucking mind, and I love him. I love him for it.
The gift that, imagine a part. I'm sure Bailly and Rojo would have played together, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Prison
Yeah,
FC, that, innit? That's
Oh
just
my
Prison
God.
FC.
Under
Oh,
Mourinho,
I'd love to have it. Yeah. Oh my God. Can you
Yeah.
imagine?
And when you hate Liverpool, Bailly Rojo, you're at the back, mate.
Just destroying Salah every
Yeah.
fucking week.
Yeah.
Fuck you know. Right, last one.
Who've we got? Oh, I know who we got.
Torino, 18 million to Manchester United.
Yeah. Let me know if you want a clue.
Clue.
is it
Fucking
Barca?
hell, Jimmy, give it a chance. Like,
Wow.
let us have a think.
It's a clue. Okay. I fucking hate this player.
Oh, okay. I know
I mean,
it is.
hate's quite strong, but
He
Is
was
he a
in...
bald guy?
is he what? Sorry, Dan.
Is he a bald guy?
No.
Bald? No, he's not
Yeah.
bald.
He was in a Champions League final. If that helps you.
Yeah.
I know
Well,
it is.
our final when we played Barcelona.
No, most recent.
Recently.
Oh, recently. Yeah.
Mm.
Who was in the Champions League final?
How he's playing in a final, I'll
I've
never.
no idea.
fucking know.
I've fucking no idea.
It was Man City against
Inter.
Inter Milan.
It'll click in a minute.
I'm looking at the
Oh.
chat. People have got it. Shah's got it. Aaron's got it.
Fuck. The right back.
Van Gaal signed him.
Yeah, the right back. What's his name?
Yeah.
Damian.
There you
Yes.
go. Nice.
Yeah. Matteo Darmian.
Yeah. You hate
hate
Damian.
Yeah,
I
he hates
thought, yeah, I
Darwin.
can't stand him. Shittest player ever, mate. He's actually way over what he should do in his career.
His first
How
couple
is
of games was
he
all right.
playing for Manchester United and Inter Milan? He's shit. He's so bad. Honestly, I've never seen him do anything good.
Come on, Nick. The first couple of months he was here, he was all right.
Ah,
He was really
Not
good.
having it. Not
What?
having it.
I've literally
He
zero
dropped
feelings
off
on
the run.
Darmian.
He
Zero.
dropped off later on, but then like the first couple of months, like we finally were like, yeah, wow.
I know, it's just coming from the heart. Do you know what I mean? It is what it is. I just thought he was always turd. Every time I watched him, I just never felt anything to watch. Honestly,
He's
swear to
saying-
God. Yeah.
Tim
I mean,
saying he's lightweight. So
Yeah. So
Brian-
anyone in the chat, let me know if you've ever had a moment where you've watched Matteo Darmian on a pitch and been excited or said, yeah, that was decent.
Brian said he's better than Maguire.
No. I mean, talk about respect. No, he's not. He's not. Darmian's shite. Sorry. Can we move on, please?
Shah Sam saying hating Darmian is just wild. There's nothing to hate on him.
Yeah. Hate is a strong word. I don't really hate anyone, but like, I dislike him a lot. Let's just leave it at that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
Very well. Try to get through. I might leave one of them. Can we leave maybe leave King of the Hill and we do the football quiz? Is that all right? We'll leave King of the Hill for either tomorrow.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
because
Right,
it's got
okay.
10 minutes left. So
Let me go
I'll
back
blitz.
to the
Yeah.
screen.
So what we're gonna do basically is ask a series of questions from last season. Basically, like you'll see in a minute anyway, but nothing too difficult, nothing too detailed. Just yeah. So let me know whenever he's ready.
Let's go for it.
Yeah. Right. Top 5 players who clocked the fastest speed in the Premier League last season. Let's see if you can compile the list. 5. Top 5.
Kyle Walker.
That's one of them.
Dan
Russell?
James.
Nope.
Who's the note?
Who's clocked the fastest speed in the Premier League?
Dan
Remember?
James.
Nope.
Salah.
Nope.
Martinelli?
Nope.
Sterling.
Nope.
He's not fast.
Still
Why-
is quick.
No, his legs are gone, mate.
Aston Villa guy. Bailey. Yeah. Bailey.
Leon Bailey, do you mean? Nope.
He's injured, mate. He's never fucking plays a game.
So just put Maguire in the chat. Prabav has got 2 of them.
Alan.
Okay.
Gordon and Mudryk are in there.
Anthony
There's 2
Gordon. Anthony
Yeah.
Gordon.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. Prabav. Nope. Haaland's not in there.
McTominay?
Nope.
Fuck off, Chivy.
McTominay. 2 left. Can anyone get it in the chat?
Veghorst.
No. Then just give answers now.
Saka.
Who Dan?
Saka.
Nope, not Saka. 2 left. 1 plays for Liverpool. 1 plays for Nottingham Forest.
Nunes?
Nunez. Yeah, that's one of them.
Oh.
Brendan
last
Johnson. Brendan Johnson.
Brennan Johnson.
Okay.
They're the top 5. Walcott, Brennan Johnson, Mudryk, Gordon, and Darwin Núñez. Top 3 players who had the most shots in the Premier League last season. Bit easier.
Darwin Núñez has got to be up there. He's
Haaland.
so many. Is he not?
He would have missed the most. Haaland's up there, Dan. Yeah, he's got 123.
Is this on target or is this just...
Just shots. Just shots in the Premier
Darwin
League.
Núñez felt like he was shooting every time he got the ball.
I mean, he'll be
How's
up there.
he not?
Haaland is on there. He's 3rd on the list with
Salah?
123 shots. Who?
Salah.
Yeah, Salah 125. He's 2nd. And then he's number 1.
Rashford?
Nope.
No.
Bruno. No.
Oh, Bruno
Harry
didn't
Kane.
shoot.
Yes.
Harry Kane.
Yes, Chipper.
That's
Harry
good.
Kane.
That's a good shout.
Kane, Salah, Haaland. This is funny. Top 3 errors leading to goals.
Maguire.
No, Maguire's not on the list.
What do you mean he's not on the list? Come
He's
on.
not. He's not.
Fucking
He's not. Honestly,
bullshit.
you got to think he didn't play that much last season, did he?
I know, but when he did, it was abysmal.
Yeah. I feel like if he would have, then let's have a look. Kane, Maguire, De Gea. No, Maguire. Well, De Gea is joint 3rd.
You mean
Uh,
defenders
anyone.
on-
Anyone. Yeah. Someone's put Lloris in there. Lloris is on the list. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's a good shout.
Yeah. He's top of the list with 4
Is-
errors leading to goals.
Is your best mate on there, Wendy? Is he on there?
No, Wendy's not
Oh,
on there.
okay.
Wendy's in Saudi Arabia now.
Is he
When's
gone to
Saudi
Saudi
Arabia?
Arabia now?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Like everybody else. Any other guesses? Errors leading to goals. Let's see. Koulibaly, nope. Mings, nope.
Nah, Minks was decent last season. He was alright.
Maguire, Slabhead, and Harriet. Oh, everyone's just saying Maguire. Maguire's not on the list. He's not on the list. The other one's a goalkeeper. If you could think about a guy who conceded a lot of shots last season. Meslier, yeah.
Fucking
Mélier's
hell.
on there.
He got
Yeah.
battered, didn't he, last season?
And then the last one is a midfielder for Everton. I'll give you this one because I don't think you'll get it. Idrissa Gueye was on there as
Interesting.
well. Most yellow cards last season.
Casemiro.
No, I thought he'd be on there, but Casemiro not. I was very, very surprised that Casemiro wasn't on there. Bednarek's a great shout, Prabav, but he's not on there. No.
Casemiro, it felt like every week he was getting the yellow card, didn't it, for a while?
No, think about it, they're all midfielders.
Xhaka.
Who, sorry?
Xhaka.
Nope. He's probably got the most red.
Rodri on there?
Nope.
No?
All good shouts. All very good shouts. Leacher, no. Paulinho, Prabav, yes.
Oh,
Paulinho,
yeah.
Top,
Yeah, he got a lot.
top with 14 yellow cards.
Ryan Casey Richarlison for taking his shirt off every time.
Lee Catamole as well, so Aaron's just
Wow.
thought.
Lee Catamole.
Yeah. He did actually have the record, didn't he? He had loads
Yeah,
of
he
yellow
did.
cards.
He did.
And I think one of the goals was disallowed also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Miss-
Twice Dan he did it. Twice Dan he
Yeah,
took his shit.
Almost a hat trick of taking off his shirt when he didn't score. Embarrassed. So we got Paulinho in there with 14 yellow cards.
Shit. What's the Argentinian guy for Spurs?
Romero. It's not
Yes.
Romero.
Oh,
He's a defender.
yeah, but he gets shit tons of yellows every fucking week.
2 midfielders. One plays for Wolves, one plays for Newcastle.
Neves?
Neves is on there. Yeah.
Bruno Guimaraes?
Nope.
No.
Joe Linton?
Yes, Joe Linton is on there. Paulinho with 14, Joe Linton with 12, Ruben Neves. And then the last one, most offsides in the Premier League last season.
Rashford.
Ronaldo?
I thought Rashford would be on there. No, not on there.
No.
Ronaldo, even though he played half. Ronaldo?
Yeah, just because he just stood there, just didn't fucking move. No, Rashford's not on there. I thought Rashford would be on there. Nunes isn't on there either, Prabhav. Even Sancho. Nope, Salah's not on there.
Haaland?
Nope.
No.
Think about people who play on the line. Well, one of them is one who's notoriously known for playing on the line.
Son?
In behind. Nope. And Burno? Nope. Kane? Nope. Bit more difficult, isn't it?
I'm struggling now.
Fair. Right, one plays for Leicester, one plays for Arsenal, one plays for Brentford.
Vardy.
Jamie
Saka?
Vardy.
Saka?
Nope. Vardy's top with 29 offsides.
Jesus?
Next. Nope.
No.
Martinelli.
Nope.
He told all the three forward.
Yeah, you just said the front three together, didn't you? To be fair. Who?
Odegaard?
Nope. Nope.
The fuck? Nketiah? I just go for Arsenal players now.
Probably a wing.
He plays. Hold on. He plays for Arsenal now.
Oh, he's moved to Arsenal.
Kai Havertz.
Havertz. Yes. Kai Havertz. And then the last one. Plays for Brentford.
Tony?
Ivan Toney. Ivan Toney. He's third with 27 offsides. To be fair, most of these did pretty well with that towards the end. So, yeah. I think Chivy's ready for bed now to get a brew and a butty, so...
Yeah, this was a very Gen Z quiz.
Yeah. Sorry. Right, yeah, thank you everyone for tuning in. Make sure you leave a like on the video for us. Subscribe to the channel. We'll be back tomorrow with King of the Hill. Hopefully some more updates around Amrabat. Maybe something on a takeover, because Sky did report that after they come back from the US tour, there may be something to do with the takeover. But I'm not holding my breath. We've heard it before. Unless the lads have anything else left to say, I'll happily see you out with the usual routine.
Brian saying who's up for Monopoly. Aaron saying Anthony Gordon looks like Shirley from EastEnders. I don't watch EastEnders, so I don't know. If somebody could get a picture up for me. Shall I Google the picture? All right,
Yeah,
let's Google.
It has to be done now. Has to be done. Oh, and very quickly, big up to Tim 1999 as well for becoming a member before. If anyone wants to become a member for exclusive content, a name and a chance to feature on the show and get little clips like this, then yeah, click the link in the description. Go on, are you putting it on screen?
Yeah, just hold on.
Go on. Let's have a look. I think I know who it is. But...
Hold on. Let me share with the channel. Fucking hell. Alright, there we go.
Oh, Aaron, man. Aaron,
there we go.
I've not seen it yet.
I'm going to cover up Dad's face up, I apologise. There we go.
It's the air, man. It's the air, innit?
The face look like thunder.
Anthony Gordon when he signed for Newcastle in his leather jacket. What a guy. What a guy.
Oh, yeah. God.
Never want to leave. Never want to leave.
Bless
you.
Maybe, Nick, we can have a show with like these kind of images and you just...
Lookalikes.
Yeah.
You got to bring your
lookalikes. Yeah, bring your lookalikes. Oh, mate, I've got so many. Yeah, it's a good idea, that. Then me, because I'll end up forgetting that.
You know what this makes me think? It just makes me think that Anthony Gordon probably goes into one of them hairdressers. You know them ones around the corner?
Yeah, 100%. Turkish barber, can you sort me fucking me bonnet out?
There's you ever see that guy in the video? He gets Turkish barber, the barber sets his hair on fire, and he just starts beating the shit out of him to put it out.
I'll tell you what I'll do if I get a chance. I've shown you some of that what that barber did to my hairline on that bit there. Well, I'll put that up on the next show. If someone reminds me, I'll put it up. Absolutely horrendous. He put like a pizza triangle there, and he went back, and he was like, "Oh, that's how your hairline was." I was like, "Fucking wasn't." Definitely wasn't. I'm not paying you for that, mate.
Do you know what's funny as well? He went to my barber, Tino, and Tino went, "What the fuck have you done to your hair?"
Yeah.
What have you done?
The moral of the story is basically never go to the new guy in the barbers ever.
Never.
Yeah, I learned the hard way and got a triangle put in my head. So yeah.
People in the chat are demanding the Sam emoji. So.
Oh shit! Are we still on?
Yeah.
So blasé, just like
Jimmy's just
right.
like, oh, fine, yeah. Alright, I'll make the emoji. There's 5 of you fucking telling me, like, I'll get the emoji. I'll make
Needs
it.
to be done. Get it done.
Shah Sam saying Adam been missing in action of late. Yeah, he will be back. We'll get him back on. Don't worry, he will be back.
He's I don't know what he's doing. I haven't even spoke to Adam myself, to be honest with you. So God knows. I don't know. He'll appear when he wants to appear.
Yeah. He's gallivanting.
Comedian.
He's gallivanting.
Gallivanting. Yeah. Chasing Chris Martin around the world. So
yeah.
Right.
He'll be back this week. I think he said something like he'll be around this week.
Yeah, we'll get him on. We'll get him on at some point, and then we'll start the Adam fan club and get them all trending. I'm going to try and end the show again now. Right, just get your capybaras in the chat. You know the script. I watched Chivy just smile.
Do you know what? All the shit we do on this show, and Chivy is like slightly miffed with it, but he loves the capybara.
Yeah,
absolutely loves the capybara.
I'm a man of good taste. That's all that is. Man of good taste. Right, people, have a lovely day. We'll see you tomorrow. It could be 2 shows. Let's see what happens.
Peace out.
We want to play house and we want to play house. We want to play house and we want